Full Sail is a brand new DEX on Sui, and in this video we're going to talk about what makes it unique, opportunities it presents for early users, and then we'll go through the process of testing it out by making some swaps and providing liquidity. But before I begin, please note nothing I say is financial advice. This is for education and entertainment purposes only. Please do your own research. Taking a look at Full Sail's X profile, it says building the most efficient DEX ever. They went live just a few days ago, so I asked Grok to tell me what makes Full Sail unique from other DEXs on Sui, and I'm going to scan through some of the core features real quickly, and then we'll take a look at the protocol. Dynamic fee structure. Full Sail introduces adaptive fees that adjust based on market conditions such as volatility and trading. This ensures optimal returns for liquidity providers and competitive pricing for traders, minimal slippage, maximum efficiency. Full Sail uses a wisdom of the crowd mechanism where community voters influence reward distribution to high-performing liquidity pools, reducing inefficiencies and aligning incentives. We'll touch on this in a second, but essentially Sail token holders will have the ability to vote on which liquidity pool should receive higher distribution rewards, is my understanding of it. And then Full Sail employs a V44 model for tokenomics, which is an upgrade from V33 that other protocols like Momentum Finance we've talked about in the past currently use. The V44 model encourages long-term token locking to stabilize the protocol and reward committed participants. It emphasizes protocol-owned liquidity, POL, to maintain sustainable capital reserves, reducing reliance on external liquidity and mitigating token inflation risks. Interesting. So we're going to go ahead and connect our wallet and test this out in a second, but first I want to run through each section of the protocol. Here you have the standard DEX powered by Aftermath Finance. If you go to dashboard, you'll be able to see all of your liquidity positions. Here are the current liquidity pools on Full Sail. And then if we go to vote, you'll see Sail Test. And my understanding is that if you hold the Sail Test token, you'll be able to participate in their predictions market competition. I'll show you in a second, where essentially you'll be able to vote or try to predict which pool will have the highest volume. And then if you're correct, you're going to get paid out in fees from that pool, is my understanding. And that's going to be proportional to how close you were to the right number, as well as how many Sail Test tokens you hold. So let's go back to their X account, and you can see this post from earlier today. We turned liquidity pools into prediction markets. That's where this comes into play, the voting. This post covers it pretty well. Full Sail prediction competition. Starting next week, we're giving away 160K in prizes in 4 weeks. Use Sail Test token to predict weekly pool volume. Rewards scale with your accuracy and voting power. More tokens, more power. So again, it's your accuracy, how close you were on your volume prediction, and then how many tokens you hold determines your rewards. The closer your prediction, the higher you climb. So super interesting. Okay, so the next question is, how do you get the Sail Test tokens? The first way to get Sail Test tokens is by depositing into any of the liquidity pools. So you can choose any pool you want, and you can deposit as much or as little as you want, provide liquidity in any of these. And according to this post, that will qualify you to receive an airdrop at some point for Sail Test tokens. For every $1 in value deposit, you'll earn 1 Sail Test per day. So that sounds pretty straightforward. Choose a pool, deposit however much you want in, provide liquidity. The second way to get Sail Test tokens is to complete their Zeely quest. Starting in a week, we're launching a new Zeely quest with up to 6,000 Sail Tests per user available for completing all tasks. Here's the task right here. They also go on to say we're partnering with top Sui communities who will compete for a share of the prize pool. Enter your code on Zeely, coming soon, to represent your community and boost your rewards. The community code bonus is part of the 6,000 total. Interesting. This last part here, PS, if you took part in the original Zeely quest, don't worry, you still will receive Sail Test airdrop so you can participate. I went on to Potato Finance, again, one of my favorite tools. If you're active in this ecosystem, I highly recommend using Potato. Check out my videos I have on this. Go to airdrops and you'll see Full Sail Zeely quests, and then that takes you to this quest. And so I don't know if this is their original one and they're going to do a new one now that the DEX is live to earn Sail Test tokens. But I'm assuming if you did do this one, like they said here, you will qualify to receive the Sail Test airdrop. So doing their Zeely quest is the second way to get Sail Test tokens. So I definitely want to participate in this competition. And to do that, I need Sail Test tokens. The most direct way I can see to do it right now is I'm going to go ahead and provide liquidity. So let's go back to the protocol and let's go ahead and connect our wallet. In this case, we'll connect Slush wallet. And then I'm going to go to liquidity and I'm going to choose a pool. The pool I want to go with is Sui. And again, whenever providing liquidity, whether it's on Full Sail or Momentum or any DEX, always make sure you choose a pair where you're happy holding both tokens in case one goes up, the other goes down, and you're stuck with one of them. You're okay with that. So you want to choose a pair where you like both tokens and okay holding them long term, which I am with Sui. So I'm going to go back here first and just test out the DEX. I have a little bit of Sui and some Walrus in this attached wallet, but I want to add a little bit more Sui just to balance out my LP and to test this out. So you can see it's on aggregator mode. What does that mean? Swap using external DEX liquidity for potential better prices. So I'll leave that on aggregator mode. If you click on settings, here's where you can adjust your slippage. So pretty straightforward. We're going to go ahead and we're going to swap some wall to Sui just to test this out. I'll just say half. It's going to give us 18 Sui, and we'll go ahead and say swap. Swap complete. That went through really fast. We're gonna go to liquidity. You can see up here, Full Sail is the first DEX on Sui with dynamic trading fees. We talked about that. Here's the total value locked. So it's super early. This is brand new, and oftentimes it can be rewarding to be early on a new protocol. All right, so liquidity pools. I'm gonna go ahead and select the wall Sui pool, and we'll click on deposit. And you can see here's the total value locked, 27,000, volume, fees, and here's the current APR. Then you can go ahead and select your range. You can choose a custom range. You can go narrow, wide, or full range. I'll just go with wide. And again, my goal with this, I want to test this out, but I also want to qualify for the Sail test token airdrop so that I can participate in the prediction competition. That's the goal here if you're following along with me. So we'll just go with wide. And then for deposit amount, I'll say half. So that much wall and that much Sui. And then I'll say add liquidity and approve. So that was really fast. Liquidity added. One more thing I want to show you is that if you go to dashboard, you'll see your open position here. And then if you click right here, it's going to take you to this manage liquidity section where you can manage your current position. You'll see your rewards. You can go ahead and claim them all. So total rewards, fees, and then this bonus is interesting. If you hover over bonus, it says a manual reward distributed by the platform to boost participation or support growth. So again, a hint at being early adopter to Full Sail is going to come with some extra benefits, it looks like. And then you could claim them right here. Here's where you could add to your positions. This is a really nice interface, very clean, easy to do. And here's where you can either increase your position or decrease it or exit it completely. So if you wanted to add to your current position, you could do that here. Decrease, you could go ahead and just use this slider here to decrease it by a percentage all the way up to 100%. So I think this is really well done. I like that it's easy to claim your rewards at any time. Some protocols make it difficult or the auto compound. I like being able to pull out my rewards whenever I want and have those separate while still leaving liquidity in place. So doing that will hopefully qualify me to receive an airdrop of this Sail test token so I can participate in their predictions market competition. I'm guessing there'll be some type of interface where we can vote on or try to predict which pool is going to have the most volume and what the volume is going to be. And then if you're right or close to right, you're going to get paid out with real rewards. So Full Sail is the latest addition to the booming Sui DeFi ecosystem. I think it has a ton of potential. I think the gamified aspect of a voting predictions market for which liquidity pools are going to have the most volume, what the volume is going to be, and then rewarding those who are right based on how accurate they were and how many Sail tokens they hold is going to be very interesting. I have no idea if Sail test tokens will convert at some point into the real token whenever that TGE is. I don't know, but me personally, I want to try to acquire Sail test tokens as many as I can now, and I want to participate as it often pays in crypto to be early adopters of new protocols. Yes, there are risks with new protocols. There's always platform risk. It doesn't matter what chain it's on. We saw what happened with Cetus last month, but that can happen to any protocol. So there is always an inherent risk. That is something you have to weigh. For me personally, it's often paid to be an early adopter of new platforms. If you are interested in Full Sail, I would jump into their Discord, ask questions, read through their docs. You can take a look at the audit report. DeFi on Sui is booming. And so this latest edition in Full Sail is something I'm going to keep a close eye on. So hopefully this was helpful. If it was, please leave a like and consider subscribing for more crypto content. I'll see you in the next one.